Welcome back to the 2014 Miss Bermuda Pageant.
Are you all having a good time? Didn't the ladies look absolutely lovely? Now this portion, we're going to get to know the contestants a little better. They're going to do an on-stage interview with me. Each young lady will be asked general questions about herself and will be judged on conversational quality and stage presence. We will ask the first contestant to come out and join us on stage. I would like to call to the stage Miss Sands. Oh, you're one hot mama in that dress, aren't you? You gotta give a round of applause for that.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Good evening, everybody. Thank you.
Now, you know, I've been reading up on you, and I heard that you are a fashion model in New York City.
Yes.
Okay, well, how did you get into that?
Well, I guess it was a leap of faith. I went to New York City and for 1 week, just by myself, no parents, no family, no friends, and an agency said yes. And that was my door open to be in New York City, and it has changed my life forever. I have a whole new family abroad. I have friends that I love, travel the world, and yes, that was it, leap of faith.
That's absolutely amazing. Now, you're in a career that a lot of young ladies out there would love to have. Is that your ultimate career goal, or what else do you have that you want to do?
There are so many things I would love to do. I couldn't even tell you all right now. My dream job is to be a creative director of a company where I am not the model anymore. I'm behind the camera. I get to cast the model, scout the location, hire the photographer, the makeup artist. I get to do all that. Really excites me, and also to be a writer as well. And a pastor one day. I would love to be a pastor one day at the Rock Church in New York City.
Let me tell you, you talk a lot about your faith in God. How has that helped mold you into who you are?
The thing about God, He makes everyone a certain way. This world will tell you who you are. This world will knock you down. You'll get scars, you'll get bruises, you lose some teeth. But at the end of the day, God will always tell you who you are. And in the fashion industry, I've been told I'm too skinny, I'm too big, I'm not white enough, I'm not black enough. But guess what? God tells me I am perfect. I am beautiful. Jesus told me that.
Well, Miss Sands, you are absolutely amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone.
Wow.
Thank you.
Coming up next, we have Miss Southampton. Girl, you are sexy.
Thank you.
You gotta give a round of applause. I want you to make sure you're making these ladies comfortable on this stage tonight. Okay, you currently attend Leeds Metropolitan University in the United Kingdom. What are you studying?
I'm currently studying international business. I just completed my first year, and I'll be going into my second year in September.
How you been doing?
Great, it's so fun out there. I love the UK.
So what is your career goal?
Well, my aspiration in life is just to be happy in whatever endeavors I choose to follow. But one of my dreams is to become a professional model and just follow whatever goals and dreams I have in my life.
Well, I think you have the look for it, sweetie.
Thank
now,
you so
I heard
much.
through the grapevine, not only are you an elegant lady, but you're really good in sports, and you've represented Bermuda, am I correct? Yes. Tell me about that.
Okay, I've represented Bermuda in high jump, netball, and volleyball. My favorite sport is volleyball, and I've had the privilege to travel through the United States and the Caribbean. I've been to Barbados, St. Kitts. There's so many I can't even remember, but mostly through the Caribbean and to the States as well.
Well, thank you so much, girl. I wish I was like you. I'm just absolutely not good at any sports.
Thank you so
Can't
much.
dance either, but hey, it's all good. Thank you so much, Miss Southampton.
Thank you.
Coming up next, I would like to bring to the stage the lady that stole my, oh no, Miss Warwick. How you doing, Miss Cammie Caines-Bean? know what? I don't even feel like I need to be on the stage right now. Her dress is just doing it all. It's bouncing me off, girl. You are beautiful.
Thank you very much.
Now, I know you have a lot of personality, and you studied hospitality management at the Bermuda College, and you currently work in the hospitality industry. What do you love most about working in that industry?
What I love most about working at the Reese Hotel, because that is where I work, I love turning a negative into a positive. So when my guests come to me with complaints, I love to put a smile on their face and do the best that I can to help their stay and help them to feel perfectly at ease.
Now, I know you're involved in the entertainment industry as well, but I'm just wondering, what is your ultimate career goal?
My ultimate career goal is to become a recording artist, an international recording artist throughout the world. I want to be on the world stage, Grammys, acting. I love it all. The entertainment industry is definitely for me.
You are something else. Doesn't she put a smile on your face? Now, what made you enter the Miss Bermuda pageant?
Well, I decided to enter the Miss Bermuda pageant, but I'm going to tell you this before I get into that. Currently, I work at the Reese Hotel, and on the off season, I travel to Las Vegas to shop my music. And this time while I was in Las Vegas, I was on my computer, and I saw a pop-up from the Miss Bermuda pageant, and I said, hold on, I think this is my time, because I have been asked in previous years to join the Miss Bermuda pageant, but I didn't feel that it was the right time for me. So me seeing that on the computer, I thought that that was a sign, and I decided to do it because I am a role model to the young girls coming up, the young males coming up, and I feel that this would help my qualities. So which it has helped enhance my qualities and give me a larger platform to present myself, not only as a recording artist from Bermuda, but as a recording artist from Bermuda that is also Miss Bermuda 2014.
Okay. I want to throw this. Gina, do we think she needs her own talk show? I don't think I need to ask her any more questions. She can just talk now.
Well, you might not know this, but I have a TV show. It's called What's Hot, hosted by Cammy Cam on Channel 82.
Oh, girl. Put your hands together for Miss Warren. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Bermuda. Thank you, judges.
Let me tell you something, guys. The personalities that we've had on this stage thus far is absolutely amazing. Give her another round of applause. Coming up next, we have Miss Pembroke. Lady Carmela Robinson. Now, you know I was a little upset that you stole my Miss Pembroke, so I had to be Miss Pageant this year.
We all know that I'm Miss Pembroke 2014.
Oh, no, she You just recently graduated from the Barclay Institute.
Yes, recipe K for Nam. Keep the end in view. Where's Gold House?
Oh, no, hold on. Green House!
No!
See, you don't want to start something, Lady Carmela. Now, what are your plans now after Barclay?
After Barclay, I actually plan to attend St. John's University in New York with a full scholarship from BFIS and from ABIC, and I aspire to study insurance underwriting.
Girl, you're shy. Now, I heard that you were a little skeptical about pageants to begin with.
Yes, I was.
You had a few questions about that. So tell me about what made you enter.
What made me enter the Miss Bermuda pageant was a lot of various reasons. Growing up, people always encouraged me to join pageants and thought, Carmela, you should join pageants. You'll be very great. But I always thought that pageants showed superficial beauty, and I always thought that it showed that young ladies had to conform to what society wanted them to be. And I thought that being in Miss Bermuda wouldn't be what I want. But then I started to research more, and I saw that Miss Bermuda actually goes into caring about the individual. And it's not just about you're a number, you're just a beautiful face walking on stage. It's more than that. And also because if you win Miss Bermuda, you get to represent Miss Bermuda in the Miss World competition, which is phenomenal. And in Miss World, they think of beauty with a purpose. And I believe that beauty needs to have a purpose.
Now, I know you went to the Philippines, so
Yes.
tell me about your trip to the Philippines and what you did there.
Well, when I was in the Philippines, I studied there for 2 years just to go back to learning about the culture there. And when I was there, I saw various poor children, and it was very heartbreaking to see them with no shoes, nothing to eat, and in the village they lived in, they only had one water well that they couldn't really drink from. And I thought that we should reach out to them. And as a private school, I thought that we have all these funds, we have shoes on our feet, and what's better than reaching out to them and giving them a food ration every weekend? And we created this program where we went twice a month for around 4 to 6 hours, and we taught them English, math, art, and even hygiene, because I believe that educating the youth is very important. And when I was there, I thought that my impact in that community was very immense. And I even made friends, and a lot of the young ladies looked up to me, and that's also another reason why I joined Miss Bermuda, to be an example for our young ladies.
Wow. I have to say that your first name speaks for itself. Lady Carmela. So thank you so much, Miss Pembroke.
You're very welcome. And yes, it is Miss Pembroke.
You got me that time. You caught me off guard, but thank you so much, honey.
And you're welcome.
And you definitely deserve Miss Pembroke. I'll give it to you.
Thank you.
Coming up next, we have Miss Devonshire, Kosi Lynn Simmons. Now, I told you, purple is my favorite color. And
Mine
you
too.
are rocking purple.
Thank
Give her a round of
you.
applause just for wearing purple. Now, you currently attend the Work Academy and are in the IB program. What are your plans after leaving Work Academy?
After I finish my studies at Work Academy, I aspire to study developmental, human, and anatomy biology in the UK.
Oh, wow. So what is your career goal?
My career goal is to be a successful pediatric orthopedic surgeon.
Now, you mentioned that your role model is your mom.
Yes.
Tell me about how she inspires you.
My mother inspires me so much. I don't know how she does it, putting up with me every day. She is a single mother, and she puts me through school, supports me financially, mentally, emotionally, physically. She's right over there.
Mommy, where's mommy?
I love you so much, and I wouldn't be standing here today if it wasn't for you. Thank you for everything. I love you.
What has been your most enjoyable experience during the pageant?
That's kind of tough because I've enjoyed the whole experience. I would have to say just the relationships I've made with the other girls. I was so nervous at first to meet everybody because in the beginning of this process, I was a very shy person. But now, as you can see, I'm very confident. I was brought out of my shell by the other girls in my first rehearsal. They're all so warm and welcoming, and I love them all.
I gotta tell you, for someone that said they were shy, you've been walking out here with such confidence tonight, and I want to congratulate you on that because that's a big step, you know. So congratulations. It's not easy to get out here in front of all these people.
It's not.
Let's give her another round of applause.
Thank you very much.
Thank you once again, Miss Devonshire, looking lovely in purple. Coming up next, we have Miss Smith's Frederica Hill. Hello, lovely lady.
Hello.
You are currently attending the University of Boston at the Boston Conservatory in Massachusetts. What are you studying?
I study dance.
Dance.
Yes.
If you weren't wearing your gown,
Yes.
I'd actually do something.
You missed it early in rehearsal. I got on stage and did some stuff.
You did a few things.
Yes, I did a few jumps and turns.
So how did you get into dance?
My parents actually started me in it when I was about 3 or 4. They tried putting me in tumble tots for gymnastics, and I refused to do it. I would sit on the side and just not do anything, so they figured they'd try something else, and dance was it.
Dancing actually worked for you.
Yes.
So you have an on-campus job as well at
Yes.
the school as the house manager at the theater. What are some of the things you do in this role?
Well, I just recently got promoted to that role, so yes, thank you. So what I'll do is I'll oversee shows, and I watch over all the ushers and all the people who work in the box office, and I help make the show run smoothly. So I communicate with the stage manager, and I allow all the audience to
You're
come
a bossy
in.
person.
A little, I guess.
I can tell. I know, I'm just teasing.
I'm not gonna admit that.
Now tell me, what is your ultimate career goal?
My ultimate career goal is to become a professional dancer in a company.
You wanna Now, you wanna train somebody like me? So do you think you could actually train me? Because I have no rhythm.
Yes, I could. I do believe I could. I have great training.
Now you all heard this live on stage. So after the pageant, I'm taking your card.
Okay.
Now, what's been your most enjoyable part of this pageant?
A lot like Kosi, meeting the other girls. I also consider myself an introvert, so I don't normally tend to come out with friends.
Yeah.
And I'm very shy and I'm quiet when people first meet me, and then you get to know me, and it's the complete opposite. I'm very loud and...
I saw you in the back.
Yeah.
But you're a really beautiful young lady.
Oh, thank you.
And I wish you all the best. And don't forget those lessons.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm serious.
Okay. I'll give you my number when we're finished.
Thank you so much, Miss Miss.
Thank you.
I'm going to tell you, we have some intelligent, beautiful Bermudian women that have graced the stage thus far. Coming up next, we have Miss Hamilton Parish, Indigo Palacio. How you doing? Hello, lovely lady. How are you?
Good evening. Hi, I'm fine, thank you.
How you feeling being out here tonight?
It's wonderful. It's a wonderful experience, and I'm glad I took a part of this.
Well, you know, you currently do a lot of volunteering. Tell us
Yes.
about some of the places you volunteer and the things that you do.
I recently volunteer at the Bermuda National Gallery and Bermuda Society of Arts. I also help out with my Aunt Dawn, who works at Victor Scott's, and sometimes at Northlands.
Oh, nice. So you
Yes.
assist with the children?
Yes, the young little children, I help the tourists, things like that.
Okay. Also, you mentioned that your role model is Cedar Bridge Academy's principal, Miss Kalmar Richards.
Yes, Miss
How does
Richards.
she inspire you?
She inspires me because she's a woman in a high role, and I just graduated in 2013, and she greets everybody at the door. She knows us all by our first and last name, and she asks the simple questions like, how was your day? Questions outside of the school, like school work and just family questions, and it makes you feel at home. Yes.
And it's like she makes you feel a part of it.
Yes.
She wants to know you as an individual.
A family.
Yeah, yeah. Cedar Bridge family? Anybody out here for Cedar Bridge?
Students of excellence.
What is your career goal?
My career goal, after I graduated, I entered the Bermuda College. I wanted to be a holistic and sports masseuse. However, I left because I wanted to change my degree. And that's what got me into volunteering at Bermuda National Gallery. I'm a visual artist, yes. However, I didn't want to do art for the rest of my life and painting, things like that. So as I got into it, I decided that working around the gallery, being a gallery curator is where I want to be now, and working at the hospitality.
Awesome. Give her a round of applause on that.
Thank you.
So what has been your most memorable part of this pageant?
The most memorable part was working at the dock with all the tourists and things like that. I loved greeting them, talking to them about Bermuda, showing them where to go, listening to all their stories and where they're from, as well as the Medical Aesthetic Center with Kyron Brown. The facials, it was amazing. It was an amazing experience. Once you once you're pampered and things like that, you have to go back. You have to go back.
Oh, yes. I want to thank you so much for taking your time out. You are so beautiful.
Thank you.
Isn't she beautiful?
Thank you.
Let's hear it one more time for her. That's right, coming up. Oh, wow. You want to... Miss St. George. Miss Sierra Miners. How you doing?
Hi.
Now, that dress is absolutely rocking. Can you do a little spin for me?
I'll try.
Oh, yes.
I gotta be careful, though, because I'm tripping over it.
Girl, I know about that. Let me tell you something. Me and heels, they just don't mix, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Especially in a long dress, but you look lovely.
Thank you.
Now, currently, you are a student at Middlesex University in England.
Yes, I am.
Now, I know what you're studying, but I want you to tell the audience what you're currently studying.
Okay, I'm doing a BA policing degree that covers criminology, sociology, and a bit of law. I know! I don't know why people act like that.
Now, I've read it a couple of times, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So what made you want to get into this field?
Because I wanted to do something that was hands-on and that really kept me involved with my community. And the policing service, it does that. You're always involved with your community, you're giving back, you're protecting the island, and you're helping grow with the island as well. And that's what I wanted to do.
Now, don't feel afraid to applaud. Now, you also mentioned in an interview that you are shy about speaking in public. Mm-hmm. Now, how are you feeling now? And did you ever think you'd be here doing something like this?
I mean, I always wanted to be here. I was going to do it a couple years ago, but I didn't think I was ready enough because I didn't have enough confidence. But overall, through the journey in this competition, they teach you how to speak and be proud of who you are and show your self-confidence. And you come in here and you're very nervous and you're shy, but the other girls are like that too, so you're not alone. And everyone really helps support you and push you forward. So that's why I'm here.
What was your most memorable experience in the pageant?
Probably the whole journey throughout this competition. You meet a lot of young ladies, and everyone's different, and they all have their special thing about them. But you really learn from each other, and you feed off of each other, and they help improve your weaknesses as well. And everyone's just so supportive, and that's probably the most memorable thing. And I'm going to take everything that I've learned from them, and hopefully the same with them from me, throughout in my everyday life.
Thank you so much, Ms. Let's give a round of applause.
Thank you.
I see the magazine. I want you to put your hands together one more time for all of our contestants. I'm gonna be real honest with you. It is hard to get up in Bermuda on stage in front of people to say you're entering a Miss Bermuda pageant. You know what I mean? These ladies have come out here, and I'm telling you, they have knocked my socks off tonight because they came out here and were every single one of them were beautiful and confident and spoke very well. So I think they all deserve a very big round of applause.
Still more to come, Bermuda. Troika Bermuda dazzles the crowd.